swaps for Rapid Lo-Fi, the change role swaps, the change up rosters for NAOS. Which team has adapted better?
That's the question. I mean, we saw a lot of this happen. It makes sense if you think about it, because normally the duelists are the ones with the best aim, having to entry and everything. But if you are a sentinel, you also need pretty strong aim to be able to anchor down sights and maybe come in as the playmaker after your duelist has done the entry. So I can see why they've swapped up Daft, who was previously the main duelist for Rapid Lo-Fi, onto the sentinel now. Similar stories for NAOS, but
Look how aggressive
Spike down mid.
Jin just completely walking up, headshot, catching 2 off guard. That's what I like to see. Great start.
NAOS just like no idea how that happened. Top mid was smoked off, so they did not expect that. And now it's up to Ja to really try to poke towards the B side while his team tries to creep forward. They have to find at least a frag or 2 though.
Yeah. I mean, it is still possible to equalize. Jin taking a bit of damage. Oh my gosh, not too sure what happened. That kind of a miscom as Nexi easily taking down 2.
Mid.
So equalizer is there, at least Daft there. She just really dwindles down the numbers. Asabi AK all alone on mid. So leaving Ja to his own devices, a 1 versus 3. Oh, that's tough.
Very tricky.
Not easy either. Flashed away, but I don't think Suka was aware that he's there. Paranoia to come through, walking up. All 3 gun barrels pointed his way. Smoke to play with. No, not quite. Nice little crouch. 1, 2, 3. Swing. Surprise!
Damn!
That is the pistol to Rapid Lo-Fi. That was so cute. Just crouched in there.
You can hear it happening as well. Like, you're counting down, Tash, like 3, 2, 1, boom! All 3 peeked out. I was honestly thinking, like, maybe they'll just wait for the spike to get picked up. But no, they just swung off it. So tough for Ja to play against. And that's just what happens when you don't have the numbers on your side. Again, like, compositionally, this all makes sense. But it's that perfect fault line coming up from Suka that really captured on towards, I think it was... I can't remember who it was, but someone who was still around mid from now on, and the numbers really went down after that.
Zavi, AK, Major quickly onto the side itself. They really want to try and win this equal if they can. But unfortunately, it's Prodigy with those shots, but Eman to answer back at least. The classic in hand, Daft holding down the backside, a chip in the mid side, and Jin is just going to rush forward. Chip up, misses once again, but Daft for 2. It's all about finding last member. Nexi. Easy come, easy go.
And Jin's proving himself to be a pretty good duelist as well, having that aim and having the instincts to push himself into crazy positions. I think the difference making that round also was Prodigy just playing around market. He had that dark cover sent out from Ja to kind of fall back to a safer position if he needed to, but at the same time with the Guardian he landed the shots, managed to slow down NAOS. Here comes the full buy now. Jin in with the operator Tash.
Oh, this is going to be a fun one. We've seen some insane shots from slides as well with the Neon. And I think NAOS sort of already anticipated this, playing a little bit more passive. But I don't expect Rapid Lo-Fi to play aggressive either.
They are, though, at least holding angles in towards 4 positions like B main. If someone walks through, that could be dangerous. NAOS has to be very careful as to how they want to approach the rest of the map. For the past several rounds, it's been a bit of a full send into the B site. Now we're talking about the A site where they want to creep in, or at least expend a bit of time to force Rapid Lo-Fi to burn their utilities.
They already heard the sound of the shock dart, they already heard the sound of the owl drone, and I think that's the sound of them trying to creep onto the site itself. And Jin has been holding down A-main for quite some time. He goes up forward. Oh, I can't see him yet. A nice little peek, Prodigy. This one, oh, that's sharp straight to the head, teleports away.
Cover going out.
Immediate cover as well, just to really solidify his position onto the site.
30 seconds left.
30 seconds left, but Ja will be good with that spray. A nice little fault line. Prodigy moves back, slowly making it to this one, but Javi AK is gonna be the one to fight too. Great play, Jin with the up. Massive picks all around, rushing forward. Did not swap the gun either. Retake the up is going to be hard. Daft playing safely between the boundaries of that smoke. Runs up quick for one. A nice cross set up by Ja and Eman. Now is out just finding this last player with Jin. Not sure how I feel about this retake with the up. A flash forward, a stun, moves up, but Ja was perfectly ready for him. So at the cost of 3 guns, pretty decent honestly, but NAOS still quite a big economic damage moving forward.
Heck yeah. Well, it hurts him a little. I think they could still buy up a little bit, but I fully agree with you with what you were kind of sending forward, Tash. You know, talking about the op, like, I don't know if I want to see him doing this in the retake. The idea to, you know, relay both and go with the shorty was there, but Ja off to the other side, holding the other angles, especially up towards the link area, gave him so much positioning that he was able to pivot back and forth between the angles. So now, great job, great teamwork. Let's see them keep it up.
Cage just to buy a bit of space. The shock dart as well, just to buy them, oh, to break the trips rather, but I don't think they know that Daft is playing a little bit more close. Very sneaky.
Just trying to work around a lot of the information spots across the map. So the trips are very, very crucial for rapid low because it can give away so much. But off towards A site as well. Nice.
Have the smokes down as well, and NAOS, they're just playing this very carefully, just sort of like just sussing around, trying to see if any info they can get, any pickoffs. We saw some chip damage taken out by Prodigy as well, but it might just be a B hit as Jin one more time with that peek. Happy good with Daft, beautifully done. Emma to find Daft. That fast lead unfortunately could not save his life, but gives them a bit more space to work with. NAOS creeping their way onto site, but still a man disadvantage. 30 seconds to go. They need to move.
Emin's close to the Rolling Thunder though, Tash.
Yep, he is. Flash, run in. Unfortunately, Jin will whiff. Flashed up as well. Moves out the way. The stun as well. Here comes the overdrive. Does he know? Yes, he checks him. Trying to go down. And Mike quickly answers. And Javi AK as well. Good teamwork played forward as they tried to play with one another. But Albazil will find the trade before Eman stops him. And now with Prodigy here, looking to just play off mid. And he's done his job.
Yeah, no time remaining. Emin close to it though, but knowing that time has kind of run out, that's kind of how the story goes. At the end of the day, basically it was now still wanting to go in with sort of that default-ish approach, trying to suss out positioning and utility, but they didn't have any knowledge as to how Rapid Lo-Fi would set up towards B. They weren't expecting Jin with a second operator on round 4, and he had a teammate there to back him up as well. So let's see if Jin can keep this up. Now he's on to the judge, Tesh.
Aggressive as heck. Mojer will eventually go down. Suka as well as Abuzin done a good job just really isolating him from his teams. Suka playing carefully in this corner. Beautifully played by Nixie with a lucky in hand. Seeing way too much of this. And Jin the answer back with his own judge. He runs up forward. One in the corner and Jin to surprise. This is what we have in store on Sunset. I feel good.
Yeah, shotgun's bigger. Oh my god. Tash, we said that Rapid Lo-Fi doesn't really play Sunset. What is happening?
I know what's happening. It's just the matter is because there's no info on what to expect from them on this map, it caught NAOS off guard. See, it's like a double-edged sword, right? When you see a team that rarely touches that map, you're like, oh, they're inexperienced in that map. But you don't really know what's been happening behind the scenes, how many scrims they've been playing, how many setups they've been working on.
Yeah, that's kind of what's hurting them right now. So, timeout being called by Coach Amix, needing to really try to work around some of the issues that they have. I mean, the calling from Emin to, I don't know if it was Emin, honestly, but Mojer just kind of dashing in to the bottom of A link like that. Very, very risky, and unfortunately it did not pay off. You're kind of just throwing your life into the bleachers there. So yeah, very, very difficult for NAOS to really find more space across the map, given how Rapid Lo-Fi has been defending so well. You know, you're having them holding these positions making use of their agility, the tripwires, Jin occasionally pushing out here and there like a madman as well. It's tough to get a great read on Rapid Lo-Fi, and that's what's working out for them.
That timeout was great, honestly. Now they can really figure out how they want to play around this neural theft, the rolling
Three
thunder.
ultimates.
Yeah, 3 ultimate, Hunter's Fury as well. So now I'm just curious to see what the changes are going to be, and it's going to be Nexi with a bit of a cam on mid area just to give a bit of control.
Oh, but look at this though, Tash. Minimap and Rapid Lo-Fi is vacating the sites. They are anticipating the Rolling Thunder play from NAOS. At the very least, NAOS is using the Owl Drone.
Oh no, Ja, unfortunately, here's the Rolling Thunder already. Mosier on the site. But he knows where his position is. Faultline moves out of the way, and Jin, he sprays. Beautifully done. They were not anticipating the flank at all. Now in this corner here, what a good hole. Wasn't very patient, but NAOS is the one that's winning in the end. One by one, the members fall. Nexi as well, but it's Suka to be the last man standing to clinch it, and unfortunately, NAOS did not convert the timeout.
Oh no. And that's just Rapid Lo-Fi keeping themselves one step ahead of NAOS. Off of the timeout, they fully anticipated this play. A great read coming out from, I believe it has to be Suka, the IGL of the team. I mean, the beacon of Vietnamese Valorant. And he's like calling out all of these great plays for them.
Yeah.
NAOS is in a really bad spot right now. Like 3 rounds lost in a row, the economy not on your side. If they lose this, I know it's really early on, but Haven is Rapid Lo-Fi's map pick.
And like it or not, if you look at history here, the biggest problem that NAOS has had is getting that momentum. Their biggest problem is when they lose too many rounds in a row. I'm really hoping this is not the beginning of the end for them. Dash pushed away here, but finally takes quite a bit of damage from Mosier, takes up that space.
Okay.
Beautiful play with that frenzy. And now with an upgrade in hand, they're able to play a little bit more close together. 4 playing on main, leaving Mosier a little bit more an aggressive stance here. And understandably so, because all he has in hand is that frenzy.
Emmon's the one with the Vandal picked up, but Savvy AK with the Hunter's Fury as well, Silva ultimate, so Rapid Lo-Fi might try to go in to get whatever they can find, but this retake does not look likely.
Oh, Mosier will get cleared out from that cubby. Now the rest all on main. Hunter's Fury, just to buy a bit more time. Albuzin, unfortunately, will be tagged. Doesn't go down. They're still going to stick it. Suka waiting. Nexi, beautiful headshot just to buy some time, but I think they've done their job. A beautiful Thrifty. Now it's back in the game.
Great way to capture the round, capture the site. I want to see a replay of how they actually managed to hit everything in. Because that's one of those times where they actually went in with a bit of a full send, had probably better utility around the sites to really kind of capture some of the Rapid Lo-Fi players around Pillar. And that's when they were able to capitalize with the frenzies that they had, Tash. I mean, you're not able to react. It's close range where the frenzy would be able to, you know, get some good shots in. And that's how they took the site. Once they had it, Emin picked up the Vandal, everyone did their job towards B main. And Rapid Lo-Fi, you know, it's just a little bit more difficult for them. The way that Rapid Lo-Fi could have won out in that round was if they actually managed to rush into V main and get those shots into Emin and so on and so forth. But then they got stunned, they got hit by the Hunter's Fury and the Recon. So, great little comeback, but let's see if NAOS can keep this up. Especially now that you have Rapid Lo-Fi calling in the timeout.
It was what, 2, 3 ultimates used, burned already by NAOS just for that one Thrifty, and understandably so, you kind of want to convert that Thrifty. It gives you a little bit more of an economic advantage moving forward. And now, economy-wise, it's not looking good for Rapid Lo-Fi. Great. Well, so far for now, for NAOS. So, now the question is, how exactly are they going to be utilizing these 4 ultimates they have in hand?
Yeah, a lot of potential for retakes. The one that I'm keeping my eyes on, though, Tash, it's gotta be Jin.
Oh, yeah.
Tripwire destroyed.
I think for Jin, coming in today, you know, swapping with his teammates, I think for him, not too sure how the expectations going to be coming in from this team. I think we had a brief conversation about the amount of players Rapid Lo-Fi has. Yeah.
he's been doing a pretty good job. Whether or not he's subbing in or like actually still practices with the team, we're not too sure because there isn't that much information for the Vietnamese scene, and I'll bear the brunt of that. But
they have
the
good
way
chemistry.
that they're playing right now, yes, he has a good kind of. He's cognizant of how he wants to work around the map, and especially pulling back and forth with his teammates. If he's pushing out, his teammates will hold on other parts of the map. But NAOS is trying to be cognizant of that as well, and that's why they are slowly creeping across the map, not really fully committing into any one portion of the map just yet. Now they've noticed Jin, and they're trying to work around it.
Jin not deterred, just
30 seconds left.
position. Now this comes to this aggressive push onto market. Shocks one area, but by some time with that aftershock, still, that smoke gives them a little of a leeway just to really get onto the site itself as they walk forward. Not too sure if they're aware that Daft is close. Hunter's Fury, I don't think they can check it. Daft with a headshot, beautifully done. And now Buzz with one pick off with the Hunter's Fury. Now, final last player here. Ja behind the box himself. Daft quick to react to this teammate. Love to see it as Javi plays that angle to perfection. But in the end, Rapid Lo-Fi, they make it work.
I think, I'm not sure if, you know, people who are watching this have this question in their minds as well, but, like, I'm thinking about it. Because you would always have Papi Chulo coming up clutch in these situations.
Oh my god, you're so right.
But it's been difficult for some of these NAOS players to do it. Safi, in that moment, wanted to go for it. But down to the final shot, not quite able to connect. And that's just Rapid Lo-Fi sending it a lot quicker than I think NAOS would have expected, would have anticipated. It's a lot of these like close corners and little cubbies that Rapid Lo-Fi were hiding in to set up for that retake, and they were kind of anticipating NAOS's push. So although NAOS did a really good job in taking control over market and the site, it wasn't enough once the retake started coming in. They need to really cement their site holds, but Rapid Lo-Fi are so slippery right now. Look at them around A.
Trip to buy some time. Oh, NAOS. Oh, they break it.
Cover going out.
And try go for it, isolating one angle with that smoke, and Daft already very aware. And look at this sort of play. They have a buddy system going on. Trade potential super high by the members of Rapid Lo-Fi. Daft still getting one, despite the paranoia. Prodigy for two, and here comes the overdrive. Bolger here for a kill. Can't go for two, and the rest of Rapid Lo-Fi just completely crunch the members of NAOS.
Completely just. I like what you said, Tash. Crunch is nice. It made me think of like a trash compactor.
Yeah,
You know?
that's exactly what it looked like.
Oh,
just
no,
completely, what's the word? Just kind of like cornering them in that one angle. They can't go anywhere. They
Yeah.
can't play with each other.
And the machine just crunches them. But like this is so perfect because remember what we were talking about before the whole map started?
Yeah.
They swapped up their roles, right? Rapid Lo-Fi.
Yeah.
And Daft is stepping up to the plate. He's living up to that role swap. He was the previous duelist, now onto the Cypher, and he's able to hold down these angles. That's gonna be a big point of contention for NAOS.
And honestly, we've seen a lot of these role swaps from the duelist to the Sentinel, and it's worked very well. John Olsen is one of them. He looks good in that role, putting someone more fresh, younger on that duelist side. But for now, Major on the side already, dash in. And for Rapid Lo-Fi, so unbothered about giving them the site because every time they play retakes, it's worked so well. Down, forward, already marking Major. Here comes the Rolling Thunder, catches one off guard, catches the trade, and Daft already for two. Beautifully played. It's all about positioning, and he plays that to perfection. Corner here, Josh. Happy to take Daft down. One enemy over remaining. Boba, but Ja, he's a little bit sharper this round. Ready for it. And now it's down to Elvis. 1 versus 3. Hit hard. Forward, but Ja, perfectly ready for him.
And that's just a better play from NAOS. Still, you have to admire Death's positioning, the game plan from Rapid Lo-Fi. It was beautiful, right? Rolling Thunder from Emin, and then a counter Rolling Thunder coming back from Rapid Lo-Fi as well. Death was meant to capitalize off of it, and he kind of did just that. But because Ja continued to push in towards Boba, found players from Rapid Lo-Fi trying to set up off of that Rolling Thunder,
This goes
they were
here.
able to stifle
That
their
goes there.
retake. So now it's now trying to get some good reads in with some of these pacing plays.
Bit of pressure onto Market, but the door will eventually close. And NAOS, this time around, they're trying to see how exactly they can enter in from mid. It didn't really work out for them going up to top mid earlier. Now Market's closed down, so they're back to the drawing board.
Just kind of
Take
holding
flight.
usual positions where NAOS have pushed out several times before. All drone heard, so we've got Albus coming back in to reinforce the A site. Suka starting to rotate over as well.
Oh, sharp. Perfectly ready to place this corner. Fast lane, crosses over. Remembers NAOS, that lack of information, no clue where Jin is, really caused them to just kind of move away.
Yeah, it's just so much easier for a Neon player like Jin to be able to do that, especially around this elbow position.
Cage
I mean, having the fast lane, being able to slide back and forth between that tiny hallway, it
30
just gives you
seconds
so
left.
much value. NAOS now still trying to play around with their presence across the map,
They're
but
rotating back.
Rapid Lo-Fi, they feel as though
Standing
we have
ahead.
numbers, so as long as we stick together, we should be able to clinch out this round.
Already on the side, and Rapid Lo-Fi just scrambling to go and just rotate
10
over.
seconds left.
From the shadows used as well, with only 8 seconds to go, they
Spike
are going to
plant.
get this plant. And just now we saw where NAOS, if they're ready to play in these quarters and play together, they are able to hold. Great opening from Zavi as well as Eman, but Prodigy to find one of his own. Through
One
the
enemy
smokes and through the
remaining.
paranoia. Suka to find one, but Eman gonna find Daft's head. Now Eman with 30 HP. Suka waiting for his teammates, and Suka will be able to clinch it in the end. So 8 will be the scoreline for now.
Does not look
Last
good,
round
Tash.
before the switch.
Does not look good for NAOS. Rapid Lo-Fi is doing such a phenomenal job at setting themselves up, playing to their advantages, playing to their strengths. And I gotta credit a lot of this, yes, to players like Daft and Jin, but also to the IGL Suka, because he's the one reading a lot of these situations, and he's the one who has been around the Vietnamese scene for one of the longest times ever. And with such a
there.
score, you can definitely expect them to kind of close this out quickly.
Honestly, I think in the chaotic situations where you look at Rapid Lo-Fi to see how they play off each other, how they have these crossfires, how they're double swinging, the trade potential is there. And on top of that, you have players like Prodigy and Jin
Cage
who
trigger.
are so ready for multi-frags. Now down to the backside. Flash, but no follow-up. He moves out the way. We also hear the sound of their Hunter's Fury. Savi gonna find Suka in the end, but Mosher with that judge gonna find 2. Well, despite that chaos, it's still 2-2. 2-1 now. Jin alone. Gonna play a ring around the Rosie here, trying to catch them off guard.
One enemy
Happy
remaining.
with that stun, but Eman quick to answer back. And we are seeing an 8-4 have no 9-3
Switching
curses
sides.
today.
Good bit of stability from NAOS, Tash. I think that looked really good. I love what you were saying about Rapid Lo-Fi having the potential to trade out and everything. But, you know, we didn't really get to see much of that in this round because of NAOS' game plan. And
Quack, when you look at the patterns of each round here, you'll see Rapid Lo-Fi chain 2 to 3 rounds, and then you think that NAOS has an answer, and quickly Rapid Lo-Fi just adjusts, and then it's just question marks for NAOS once again.
But especially now that we have soft sides, though, Tash. Now it's like kind of
There.
back to the drawing board. Because do we know how NAOS sets up around the defensive sides of the map? Right now, there's a lot of information towards the main.
No
They're
way.
using the smokes to kind of clear through. And Xavier AK is just calling to his team around this.
Yeah, completely off there. Just walks out there. Shot, trying to move out the way, but Prodigy on one end alongside Jin. And that is the beautiful teamwork we can see from Rapid Lo-Fi that we talked about earlier. Trade potential so good. Always one person in the back just to give a little bit more support. Next need to find one of his own, and so does Zavi. So at least a little bit more equalized in terms of numbers. But Jin is just so low right now. 5 HP. Moves out the way here. Has to narrowly avoid
One enemy
that
remaining.
aftershock. Prodigy, a right click to the face is perfect. And it leaves Eman all alone. As Rapid Lo-Fi just completely swarm him from 2 angles.
I don't know what else to say, Tash. That's basically everything
It looked
you talked about.
in the toward the middle round there. It looked like they managed to equalize. Then what happened?
For real, it's like what you mentioned. It's the trades. They walked up together towards top mid. I think Savvy wanted to get some kind of a timing play off of it, but you know, it's one of these things where perhaps you're in a new team and you're not quite sure. Should I push out? Do I wait for, you know, someone to tell me what to do? And then things happen. So Rapid Lo-Fi pressing the go button really throws NAOS in for a loop, and NAOS now desperately needing to find a way to come back in the game. Rapid Lo-Fi wants to close this out quickly. We've got the Vandal being pulled out on Jin.
You can tell they really just want to end this as fast as they can, just snowball up this round. Now, coming forward here, I do agree with your point about you know, Xavi being the brand new player, right? I mean, it's very recent as well, him joining. This is probably a moment that he's just really trying to understand what his team wants to do and how they want to play. Daft taking quite a bit of chip damage, moves out the way, as the other members of NAOS happy to take over mid area, but it gives that space over to Rapid Lo-Fi as Jin just swings in when just finds Javi's head. Daft as well. Sharp, but Mojo with that classic does quite a lot of damage. NAOS! Those are classics! Still holding. Here comes the aftershock as well as Jin for 2, but Nexi finally does take him down. Elvis with that ghost. Clean. Now for Suka, it's all about fighting Eman. Last member forward. But this is a great round for NAOS, honestly. A bit of damage toward Rapid Lo-Fi's, you know, economy.
I totally agree. Those were classics!
Free
They
gun,
managed to
guys.
do that.
It's a free gun, guys! Oh my god.
Hey, good damage, good aim, but unfortunately, you know, still not the round win. Maybe with the economical damage, they could kind of eke something out and try to mount a potential comeback
We want to see
starting
that
from this point
snowball.
forward.
Yeah.
I'm out of here.
Daft with only a sheriff in hand, Suka as well with only a ghost. A bit more aggression coming through here from Mosier, but won't be met with anyone.
Oh, nothing yet. Rapid Lo-Fi knows that they have to kind of approach this carefully as well, together as a team. Similar looks to what we saw from their pistol round in the second half, if they are able to stick together. Burning a bit of NAOS' utility as well already, so... Bit of information towards the A site, then you can kind of deduce and guess who's on B. And I think that's what they're trying to... how they want to approach the B site.
My camera is destroyed.
In towards market.
Go, go, go.
Look at the camera already. Shocking the backside here.
Watch the
Moves
trips,
out the
though.
way. The trips here, they break it. They are very patient. And also very, very meticulous.
One enemy
But
remaining.
NAOS will take advantage of that hesitance and completely
Take
swarm.
Take what's useful.
Rapid Lo-Fi, that gun disparity a bit much for them to handle, clearly.
But then again, that's what I'm talking about. That's what you want to see from NAOS' players. Nexi, Savvy 8K, whoever else was on the B side, honestly, but the biggest name to me there is Nexi, because they had those trips up, because they kind of anticipated potentially Jin like trying to slide in, right? You
Yeah.
have to deal with those trips, they break it. It's
This goes
tiny
here.
things where the devil is in the details, and he has the cyber cage up, kind of just triangulates off of the audio of where you're shooting, and he finds you.
Overdrive online. Jin forced to move back, just buy some time, and then quick to find him. Mosier as well. They're coming in from both angles, but Taft and Suka just sharp, taking down 3 members. Make it 4 as well as Nexi, last man standing. Neural theft, yes, he has it, but what can you do against 3 waiting? Granted, Daft is low. Plants down as well. But the crossfires that we've seen from Rapid Lo-Fi have been so hard to deal with. 1 toward halls, 1 toward the box, and 1 on main. Hard to play off each other when you have these sort of swings. And Rapid Lo-Fi will be 11 now, and NAOS just can't seem to find a way in.
They're gonna have to do something very drastic to really take the reins away from Rapid Lo-Fi in this map. Because right now they're just kind of, you know, reacting and trying to bank on some of their setups, their defensive setups. But that's not quite enough to really find, you know, those win streaks that you so desperately need at this point. Good attempt from Nexi, trying to ice out the angle, but that's it. Still, rapid lo-fi. They have the momentum, and they're keeping it up.
Shortcut.
Jin's not
I'm outta
stopping. It's always the same thing. You hear immediately he just dashes up
Almost
forward,
up.
but this time around, NAOS, they're going to be playing a bit more on the aggressive side. Already inside of market, taking that space. Being very careful as well as Javi 8K, find Elvis, but Suka will go for that trade. Nexi in the smokes, beautifully played. Here comes the neural theft as well. Daft cannot stop him from rushing forward. His backside is his playground as Mosher is here just to provide some cover. And look what happens. That's the taste of their own medicine as NAOS play the same game of crunching them back.
Yeah, but in a different style, Tash. It's beautifully executed by NAOS, honestly. Nexi being able to anchor is such a pivotal point in how NAOS managed to close out that round. Because if Xavi hadn't won that, you know, that flank coming out from B main probably wouldn't have happened as the way that NAOS would have wanted it to. And at the same time, it also happens because Emin was making that call. Like, we saw Rapid Lo-Fi pushing A the previous round. Maybe they're going to do it again. I'm going to send a fault line and you guys push up. Try to push them off. As soon as they heard Jin just sprinting all the way across mid in towards market, they knew what they had to do. And Nexi really managed to nail all of those crucial frags. So, Rapid Lo-Fi, 2 rounds away. And they're calling it a timeout to try to find, you know, some way to turn this around.
Rapid Lo-Fi right now, and I think for Rapid Lo-Fi, NAOS has managed to find that little sweet spot, right? Understanding where the positions might be, where understanding how they want to enter the site, understanding how they play. And it's really interesting because NAOS is playing a little bit more aggressive than what we saw from Rapid Lo-Fi, but it's a matter of how exactly they execute it. It's coming in toward mid, it's coming in right at their tails when they least expect it, and the timing is really good for their flanks as well.
To say the least, I think NAOS still has quite a bit of work to do. Bit of a half buy from Rapid Lo-Fi, but still, you never want to count them out. You got the Rolling Thunder and
Jin? Oh, that Bucky. I meant for 2. Answers back. A blind forward, playing in the smokes and Rapid Lo-Fi. Forced to take a more passive approach as Daft coming up mid. He's sharp, yeah. But with the gun disparity against the barrels of maybe 3, 4 Vandals, a bit hard. So he concedes and moves back. Timing's huge here. Elvis, great opening and a concuss forward here. Eman by some time here. He puts up that aftershock, but still gets it. But loses his life to that play. A shock dart just to break that. And he trips and he cams. Xavier and Nexi is still around, but they have Vandals in hand as well. Rolling Thunder forward, rushes up. They've heard the footsteps, but Nexi inside of Paul's catches the both off guard. And now they are mounting a comeback round by round.
once again, it's Nexi with the final 2 kills, Tash.
But that was very well executed.
One enemy remaining.
I mean, nice little moments from Rapid Lo-Fi trying to break their way in, but the staggered approach, right? They really got kind of stopped in their tracks as they tried to push out because of NAOS putting up that roadblock. Had Jin managed to go in a little bit deeper, things might have been different, but that is why NAOS was making a good read in that round. Off to the next, though, this is where you see the effects of that timeout. I think this is what they wanted to set up towards. Even though the Rolling Thunder is not here, now they know there's a bit more focus into how NAOS wants to defend the A site. Perhaps, if we are Rapid Lo-Fi, let's try to explore other parts of the map. That's why you're seeing them towards mid, towards B main, and of course, all eyes are on Jin and Suka and how they want to capture this B site.
You already know the camp caught them. It's moving into B main. Pings all around already.
That said, though, Tash, this is very clearly a retake play, a retake setup from NAOS. Evan has the Rolling Thunder. He wants to make use of it.
Javi Sharp playing that corner
Savvy,
to
yeah.
perfection. Yeah. Smokes down just to really give them a bit of space. And here comes the Rolling Thunder just to buy some time. And they swing through. Gonna find Mosier. Gonna try and break more trips here. Taking up more space. Cyber Cage in one corner as well. Rolling Thunder just to completely stick them inside of Market. Ja and Javier King, 2 kills already in the bag. A shotgun kill as well. Now Suka protecting the spike with his life. Still 2-on-2.
enemy
Bit
remaining.
low, goes away, falls down, and Suka as well. One thing that Rapid Lo-Fi have is that they win their gun duels.
Match point.
Not just that, it's like the quick moments into how they read NAOS's positioning, they anticipate and they check a lot of these angles. Savvy, good job at starting things off. But then, I don't know if it was a little bit too preemptive. It was a good call to take control over Market that way. Emin, especially with the Rolling Thunder and Xavier K helping him out. But once they had to switch their focus onto the B side, that's when things started to fall apart. That's when we're starting to see some of the players dropping in their duels, dropping in their fights. That's when Rapid Lo-Fi is able to turn those numbers around. And that is why we have this in our hands now, Tash. Rapid Lo-Fi reaching map point ahead of NAOS. This was not really something that we expected. You know, we both had predictions going
For
towards
NAOS, honestly, yeah. And I
And
was
not just
expecting it.
us, too. Like,
Yeah.
we see that in the VLR forums.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, if we looked at the VLR forums, you know, everyone had high expectations for Xavier AK. You know, big shoes to fill, right? With Papi Chulo out of the team as well. But at the same time, if we were to look at stats and experience, NAOS has more experience on this map on paper. But then this question mark that we have from Rapid Lo-Fi is their trump card. It's like, okay, you think that we yes, you're right, we haven't been playing this
I'm
map
outta
on
here.
competitive, on tournament side a lot. But you have no clue, no
Go, go,
thoughts,
go.
no information about us at all. So so we can do with that information what we will. And now for Rapid Lo-Fi, fresh off this timeout, we have NAOS on the more aggressive hold. We have the Cyber Cage, a one-way smoke. And Rapid Lo-Fi is okay to challenge them and daring them to push out of those smokes.
I mean, it's more of Rapid Lo-Fi just anticipating a push out from them.
Gotta go.
But now peeking in, they confirm presence in
Go,
towards
go,
B
go.
lane. And they will respect it, going in together as a squad. If they're able to overwhelm Mojer, Emin, then this could be it.
Map point already, and you know, again, historically, NAOS, they really need momentum to push forward, and this might work well. Great opening pick, and Eman as well. Suka to find one to his own. Beautiful setup as well,
outta here.
but still advantage in their name. As Rapid Lo-Fi forced off the site, forced to find another way to go. Perhaps they can just bluff it onto A. Perhaps they can just really re-hit. World's their oyster for now.
30 seconds left.
Trying to find some other entry into the other side of the map. Meanwhile, NAOS, you know, they're thinking they got the numbers.
23
As long as they
seconds.
work alongside Savvy, should be able to retake. Still kind of banking towards B site. Rapid Lo-Fi cuts noise, heads back into B.
Cam's there. I'm sure the Cam saw
10
him.
seconds
They
left.
do. Quickly on the side, they explode. 7 seconds to go. They need to get that plant fast. But now
Last
they're
player
quick to
standing.
react. Jot for 2. 1 second as the rest of NAOS just completely collapse onto them as they desperately try to put the spike down.
Yeah, pretty good job at how NAOS pushed and pulled around this B site. I think the one slight thing that made all the difference was Savvy 8K's Owl Drone out from top mid. He saw that no one was crossing middle or hiding around middle or anything, and that confirmed that, you know, probably Rapid Lo-Fi is pushing
I'm
back
outta
in
here.
B main again. That's why Mojer was ready for it that time. Ooh, quick into A this time though from Rapid Lo-Fi. Yo,
I mean, they already sort of...
Bucky though, Tash.
I mean, again, that's the Dambi effect. It was the most talked about tweet this year.
Okay.
On how he was able to play in the smokes on the side and stuff. I wouldn't be surprised if Jin were to pull something similar. But now Rapid Lo-Fi already inside. This corner played by Val
Damn.
to perfection. By Ja, excuse me. Played to perfection. Yeah, despite they're on the side, they lost one member. Smoked off. Here's the sound of the guns as well from Ali, so they know where exactly to look. No clue where the others are. Bit more pressure to the smokes itself, but Rapid Lo-Fi is slowly crossing. They are gonna get this plant, despite the aftershock. And now for Prodigy, he's setting up the perfect blind. Not sure if he does though. Playing that corner, his teammate gets caught. Ja and Mojer, perfectly done, perfectly
One
played.
enemy
Unfortunately,
remaining.
Prodigy not able to play off them. Okay, beautiful headshot onto Nexi and Mojer to just quickly clamp him down. So, no win quite yet. Now slowly clawing their way back.
Yeah, 3 rounds to push us into OT. Yay!
I mean, we talked about that, right? About what NAOS really needs to move forward. They are a very momentum-heavy team. They rely so much on round chains, and they weren't able to do
sure.
that in the first half.
Yeah, but you know, the question is like, why weren't they able to do it? And that's
Oh,
because
yeah.
they didn't have, you know, the information as to how Rapid Lo-Fi plays. They don't really have that in this half either, so it's not going to be easy. But if they continue making good reads like that, setting up, getting crazy pushes in from that could work.
Mojer! Just completely pushes up. Great opening. It's giving deja vu to round 1 just now, and Jin pushed up with the 2 headshots onto mid as well. The duelists, both teams are doing the most, honestly. But now numbers not on Rapid Lo-Fi's side. Mojer clearly feeling good. Tries to go for a second bite. Pushed out here. Super anticipating. Spots him out. Can't move away. Mojer falls.
I know
As
exactly.
Eman playing in the
where
corner. You have the Nero step out.
enemy
Shot,
remaining.
taps as his
Spike down
teammate
A.
is the one to become the distraction to set up the play for him.
Once more, completely turning things around for NAOS. Rapid Lo-Fi absolutely stunned up. I think this is what you're talking about, Tash, because once they have those win streaks, they feel a lot more confident in sending themselves into these crazy plays, and Rapid Lo-Fi just does not expect it whatsoever.
Yeah, they're warmed up. They feel good. Engines roaring and ready to go, especially Mojer. I mean, just now, during the half at the beginning, he was at the bottom of the scoreboard. This time around, Jin with the more aggressive sort of push, with the overdrive on the side already. Shock darts to clear those corners, but Mojer very patient inside of the smokes. Ja has been playing on top of this high
Spike planted.
grounds, these boxes. He's gotten picks before, and he knows where the cipher is. But for the rest of the team, the flash still holding. Jin dwindled to only 26 HP. Mojer just wall bangs him out the way. But for Prodigy, just waiting for the right time for the paranoia. Smokes down, Mojer isolated from his team. They know where one member is at the very least. Movement on point. Mojer to go down. And Eman! Mojer, he looks so good right now! That movement, what?
Movement and
Flawless.
aim and everything to,
did
you know,
that?
finish things
Lola,
off.
I know
It's,
you'd be
it's
proud.
sugar, spice, everything,
And everything
nice.
nice.
Easy enough.
You love
These
it.
are
You love to
these
see
are
it.
the recipe for the perfect little Mojer. Oh my god.
Mojer. No, we're not doing that.
I knew
I don't
that
know.
was coming.
It just
I knew
happens.
that was coming.
But it's awesome, right? I mean, this is
Yeah.
really what you needed to see from Mojer, especially in that first half. Now he's finally doing it. His teammates start setting him up, and he knows exactly, you know, where Rapid Lo-Fi would show up. He's getting the reads. He knows how to find them as his targets. That's what you need more of. Final round, potential overtime.
Jin. He spot out Eman already. But Eman is the one that wins it in the end. Spotlight through. Xavier one and Mojer as well. They completely collapsed the Rapid Lo-Fi. They had nowhere to go. That round ended in 10 seconds.
Switching sides.
Completely pinched up
Overtime.
and crunched inside of tiles, inside of mid. And we're going in overtime on our first map, Tash.
You jinxed it, Quack. That was all you, man.
It's perfect. I mean, NAOS, I did not expect this comeback, but like you mentioned, that win streak, they, you know, start to make some good reads, good proactive plays, things that Rapid Lo-Fi does not really expect. And now they need 2 rounds in a row to close this out quickly.
You know what's insane? The difference on how Mojer entries and plays from the first half to the second half. It felt like in the first half, Mosier was on the side so aggressively, his teammates not ready for the aggressive pushes. And this time around, right, his teammates are like, you know what, go crazy. Let us just set up the perfect play for you. You just shoot heads, you just go and stun. And he does.
Yeah, and also just like the whole team working around it as well. I mean, they're anticipating some of the plays or the reads from how Rapid Lo-Fi might have approached the map previously. So many times in the second half, we saw Rapid Lo-Fi trying to approach things towards this A site. And then towards the last round, that's when NAOS goes, let's take mid. Because if we manage to do it well, we can find them in, behind B main, behind A main. If not, we might find them towards tiles. And they kind of predicted that, and they were able to set themselves up for that little crunch play, and they were able to find those frags at the very end. So
Careful here.
needing to see more of these plays with a lot more foresight from NAOS if they want to close this out. Because if not, we're back in towards the start of this map, and Rapid Lo-Fi's Jin in with the operator.
Do you think Rapid Lo-Fi started the half with an 8-4 lead?
Yeah, I mean, this is what I'm talking about. They might be able to win out this round again because they're on the defensive side, like in the first half.
Already saw the shock darts both used already from NAOS, just to dwindle down the amount of utility that's been set up by Daft. But Mosier, eyes on mid, his teammates are there, so 3 in fact, so they can go for triple peek into that area. They can put the smokes as well, a one-way setup by Prodigy, and they're already coming in on top mid. Suka there, just to greet them, his teammates watching those corners. Slide forward, and Mosier plays that to perfection. Full control of Ellie's side, no clue who's on site, but it's Elvis for 2 from where? What on earth happened there as Prodigy finds him on the other end, and that's exactly what you talked about, Quack. That crunch toward the middle main
Switching
area.
sides.
It's crazy. I mean, I thought you would see more of Jin, but this wasn't Jin at all. This was Elvis, this was Prodigy, and they just did that off of, like, tiny reads. They weren't sure how NAOS was going to approach the attacking side, but they had themselves set up in these positions. As soon as NAOS breaks that trip, they respected it. Mosier able to take down 1, but Albus just holds down around that bottom ledge of a link, and that's such a pivotal spot because it throws your crosshair placement off, kind of like you have to look down, and that's where Albus is able to fight them off. He takes down 2 players there. And then, of course, Prodigy doing such a good job as well. I mean, NAOS wanted to set up for that, like, A split kind of push, you know, a bit from top mid, a bit from bottom, from like, you know, the standard A main. But if Rapid Lo-Fi is able to put up such a roadblock just because there are 2 players like that, then there's no way that that's going to work. They still need to do their homework into, like, anticipating where some of these players could fall back to, and I think that's what was slightly missing from NAOS's attacking push, and they weren't like reacting quick enough to like Elvis and things like that.
Yeah.
So now Rapid Lo-Fi calling in the timeout, and they want to take the initiative on this attacking side. This was the one where they struggled with in the second half. So
Yeah.
similar things we've swapped around. Mosier now is the one with the operator.
Cover going out.
I don't know how I feel about that, Tash.
Fault line, but no one to greet that fault line as most of the Lo-Fi members running straight to a market up there. Do they check for Nexi is the question. Nexi here, Albus going down, and so does Prodigy. Those corners are not checked. Jin,
Yo!
side of the trip itself, and Nexi, he plays that trips the utility to perfection. Daft here inside. Location is revealed though. As Eman
Last player standing.
will win that fight, man. NAOS will win it in the end.
Switching sides.
And
Overtime.
push us into a second overtime.
Enemies
Tash, I was waiting for you to say that.
I got so flabbergasted because it started off so good for NAOS. It
Are you
seemed
okay,
like they had
Tash?
that. No, I'm not. I'm just staring into space because I just couldn't make, like, because there was so many things happening from 2 sides of the map. I was trying to process that. Like, what happened?
Nexi happened.
Oh my god, that was just one corner that he didn't watch out for.
Yeah.
Standing ahead.
One little corner, one little mistake, and we go into OT2. Now it's back on the attacking side. And they're trying to send it into an A. Prodigy setting up a roadblock towards elbow.
Shadows traveling.
There.
Pressure already is deep into elbow. Prodigy is ready for him in that smoke. Waiting for the right timing. His other teammates so not too far away. They can't go and play off each other if they want to, but he did take a bit of chip damage from that shock dart. And now it's silence from NAOS here.
And look at how far back they're positioned as well, Rapid Lo-Fi. Because at the very least, maybe with these angles, especially like Suka, Prodigy, they take down one player from elbow. That's enough. Then they can play a retake scheme.
In the site already. The utility does buy them some time. Last lane cuts the site into Ja. Master of those high areas. Constantly winning those as how by Prodigy. Oh, what a shot by Dab. Ja answers back. Unmoved at all from his corner on that box. They know where Javi AK is. Shoots his head.
I'm out of
Boom.
here.
Down he goes.
Shocking.
Finds the backside of Aaron to swing out. And he
Whoa.
gets a
One enemy
gin by
remaining.
Cha that wins this round with a 4 in the bag. Cha! How on earth are you
Switching
doing
sides.
this?
So
Match
close. It could have gone either
Oh,
way.
man.
Jin almost made it, turned it around with his acrobatics. But at the end of it, oh hey, by the way, nice little like nod to Game Changers Championships coming up soon.
Oh man, I'm so excited for him.
Yeah, in a few days. But back into this, it's a great adjustment from NAOS because this time the difference was they approached a lot of these forward positions as a team, which deters Rapid Lo-Fi from peeking into them. And with that little bit of
Revealing
space,
area.
they're able to, you know, capitalize onto Rapid Lo-Fi's backwards positions towards spawn, so on and so forth. Rapid Lo-Fi attacking now, and
Right
they
here.
have to approach this very carefully.
Deploying
They're
drone.
breaking a lot of utility. Their recon vault got broken inside of market. They broke the trip mid as well, but this camp from Daft has given him a lot of value. Every time someone were to push out, he'll be the first one to see it.
I didn't see anything this time, but interestingly, keeps himself planted in towards mid. His team back
Shadows
in
traveling.
A. I think they're trying to catch people off on rotations.
That'll be
but
perfect though.
They
But
need
they
to take
know.
down Mojer.
They really do. Mojer holding. They know where he is. Start forward here. Slides into that corner. Eman trades. It's almost instantaneous. These trades from both these teams.
Right there.
Very evenly matched.
Ooh, Ja.
They were just side by side. That smoke was the only thing separating them. Ja wins
30
that
seconds left.
gunfight. And Suka to find Salvi and Eman also
player
falls.
standing.
And so does Ja. Nexi in mid all alone. Was hoping to catch people that mid
Spike
rotation
planted.
was not able to. And now it's just him against 3. Here's the footsteps already. Jump peeks from Daft. Finding timing, they know where he is now. Bit of chip damage, but he still perseveres, pushes up forward. Gets stunned, swing out from Daft. And it's a 14-14, we go again.
As soon as you see that fault line, you already know.
Switching sides.
You already know, Tash.
Overtime.
Oh my god.
I saw it and I was like, well, it's Jover.
Good plays from Rapid Lo-Fi. Once again, so much focus on towards elbow. But the difference is they are anticipating where NAOS could be positioned, and they're sending their utility in just to take them down. Even
goes
with
here.
Emin comes,
That
even
goes
if
there.
Emin comes in with the trades,
Yes,
they're still able to push up, able to fight back, and keep the pace up. And NAOS is struggling to adapt to a lot of this because it's very quick with how everything is happening. NAOS takes their time with how they want to set up and how they want to figure things out. Back into the attacking side now, this time Tash. They are not seeing anything across the map. Now, all converging in towards B. 3 players from Rapid Lo-Fi here to
No.
receive them though, Tash.
Oh my god, if they get this timing right, it will be devastating for NAOS. Here comes the cyber cage, the all drone.
Revealing area.
Unfortunately, the setup won't be getting dividends, but it is enough. Recon Vault does tag one. Here comes as well the aftershock.
I'm out of here.
Now NAOS happy to have kind of gotten those utility out the way. When they move out the way.
Jin tries to keep an eye out for them across mid. I think he heard or witnessed something, so he's pinging it out across the map. Suka is coming back to reinforce the A side alongside Jin.
Over here. Stun. Unfortunately, he's not hitting his shots. Moves out the way. Forced to reposition, but Suka through those smokes. The spray is true. A shot will find Jin in the end, so that's their offer down already. Daft and Prodigy, one each. Headshots, sharp. Suka from the smoke, sprays. Emma in one corner. Daft is there to give a bit of support. And Rapid Lo-Fi hits 15.
Yeah, that was a
Switching
risky
sides.
play from NAOS.
Match point.
Very, very tricky. Going in for the rotations like that. 50 seconds. Rapid Lo-Fi made the reads, and as soon as they arrived on the A site, I mean, Rapid Lo-Fi was ready. Took them down bit by bit. Jai had a good little frag pushing out of elbow, but had he gotten a couple more, it's not easy, but had he gotten a couple more, that could have been a different story. Rapid Lo-Fi, though, very well set up. Now back onto to the attacking side, and this is NAOS wanting to push out.
All eyes on mid for NAOS. 4 members there, just pinging the area of tiles, checking, doing their due diligence here. But no one's there. Everyone's already pushing up toward A. Trip set up already. I don't think they spotted it.
Cover going
They're
down.
moving toward
Cage
B.
triggered.
No clue where to go, but already on the site itself. There's only one person waiting here. It's Nexi. Nexi, this time not able to hold it. Still put quite a bit of damage onto Jin, leaving him with only 30 HP left. Baja gonna catch him off guard for 2 already. These flanks from NAOS are devastating. Might be able to do more damage here. Suka. Footsteps. Sees the timing has to be right. 1 down. Can he go for 2? Paranoia.
Last player
Will stop
standing.
it from doing that. Xavi, 8K, Eman, 1 each. Now for Prodigy, 1 versus 3 might be hard. Has an idea where he is. Shock darts forward. A flash as well. 1 tap to the head. Can almost go to 2, but Ja. I don't know what to say, man. This guy is sharp as hell.
I mean, he wasn't always that sharp. Tash, the first half he was like quiet as heck.
Switching sides.
Yeah.
But into
Overtime.
OT, suddenly? Yo!
It's up.
And that's the thing about NAOS. I'm very perplexed by how they're able to make this happen now. It's these sudden plays where their backs are against the wall and they just make a call to, yo, let's push mid. Let's try to catch them as they try to push out towards A or something. And it just happens to work out well for them. They come in with a good plan.
Standing ahead.
And Rapid Lo-Fi are none the wiser. Rapid Lo-Fi once again back into the attacking side. Jin in with the operator again.
I'm not sure if I'm a fan of this glass cannon play by Jin. There's just too many times he gets caught out. And I haven't seen the value from this op in this overtime.
Not quite in the overtime, but at the very least it's like a bit of presence, and NAOS will think twice to rush into B main. So I think that's the purpose of having him on that weapon. Onto the other side of the map though, Tash, it takes time for NAOS to clear this. As well, the owl drone sent out.
Good read. They already knew this. Anticipating, rather, the op might be there. And I think there's so many times where Jin is holding with that op and he gets caught off guard, gets taken
Tash,
down.
you gotta notice this though
Go,
at the
go,
same time.
shock it.
Yes, it's a bit of positioning, but it's utilities being traded out on both sides. But
Yeah.
now it's being blocked off B main. That's very big from Rapid Lo-Fi.
Truly. Jin here. Shots not connecting. Playing this corner. Mojra next to 1 each. Prodigy will try to do due diligence, but Eman takes him down. Albus and Suka, last 2 left.
Spike
Have to play
planted.
this retake. Very doable. They have to do the due diligence
Out of
and
charges.
isolate. Have to play together. But they have no clue where the positions of every single player of NAOS is. He pushes up. A recon forward. He sprays.
player
Mojra wins in the end. Albus
One
for
enemy
2
remaining.
and 3 even. Every member of
Oh.
NAOS go down except for Ja. And he clutches it.
Switching sides.
Down to the
Match
1-on-1.
Dude, that was insane.
I'm like waiting for you to finish your one-liner test. I'm
I
like,
took a deep breath and I was speechless because how the heck was Elbus able to get away with that? Oh my god!
it is ridiculous how he got that triple kill, but down to the final one, and once again, that's when NAOS has players like Ja to slip in and out of unanticipated positions. Back into it now, it's Rapid Lo-Fi on the attacking side, and now it's just coming back to default. They're not doing a proactive play like what we saw from the past couple of rounds.
Now as we have two players pushing, one closer toward A and one top mid. They want to take these early fights if they can.
At the very least, just to get information, they're positioning themselves up towards top mid, the Aldrone, because of a lot of utility from both sides. They're sensing that presence there. What I love, though, is Mojer pushing out B main right now. There might be a trip there, but at least he can call out to his teammates that, hey, this is very likely, either a play or a top mid play, maybe even market. But the camera doesn't see anything, so more presence towards mid and A.
Yeah, Zavi wanted to try and see if he could get someone on tiles, wasn't able to, and now the quick rush onto market itself. Quickly onto the side, Aftershock to clear that corner. Prodigy will be tagged by the dart, and Nexi has to find Elvis in. Now, here comes the problems as the members of Mojer just quickly just fall onto each member. Zavi with 2 already. So gotta find Nexi, but Zavi will be the one to get 3. And now as the capabilities of getting multi-frag looks huge, and they get the defuse, and now they'll be taking the first map.
Semi and Cube celebration as well. You can watch him shouting. And they're all playing from the same little area as well.
There were 4.
That's what we need to think about.
Just now we had our answers, our questions answered about what to expect from teams that had a lot of question marks about their map versus a team that had quite a struggle on the map itself. And now we have 2 teams that are equally as matched in terms of experience on this map. So what a turnaround from map 1 to map 2.
Yeah, if you thought that map 1 was close, I feel that this could be
even closer.
Possibly even closer? No, that's wild. That's not gonna happen. No way.
You know what, Quack? I just don't want to say anything. As a self-proclaimed jinxer, I am very, very terrified, but
you're not wearing any jerseys, are you?
No, I'm not. I'm good today.
Okay.
But look at where Rapid Lo-Fi has gone straight towards spawn, and they're already on site. But Jack will be the one to catch Mojer off guard, but Nexi to find Jin. So, both teams trading blows here. And Nexi on spawn. They're trying to hunt him down, aren't they? Plant already down, and Nexi's... You have 2 members of Rapid Lo-Fi trying to find a wandering Cypher. Going toward garage, Ja with that frenzy, and might as well to find Elvis. Now, over onto window, Ja gonna play it beautifully with his util. Only have to worry about Suka here. Smoked off site already. Forced to play 5 bullets in the barrel. Stops his gun. Stunned. Waiting for the utility to go down. Recon as well. Just layers and layers of recon, of utility as Zavi will go down. But Ja will be the one, the final boss that refuses to die.
Yeah. I mean, he took a little bit of damage, but even with low HP, he knows how to position himself.
Yeah.
And then, of course, opponents just don't have time to really hunt him down. And the biggest difference maker, apart from Ja, is also Nexi buying that much time.
Why is this camera so close?
I felt like Ja just...
I felt like he was right in front of me.
Yeah, just breathe down my neck.
I felt like my personal bubble was invaded there.
But yeah, I mean, like I'm saying, Nexi being positioned out towards attacker spawn, that really bought a lot of time away from Rapid Lo-Fi. So Bai's coming in now. Jin has the Bucky. Always the
So you're seeing a bit more of a pull toward the mid area here. 2 garage, 1B, 1 A long, 1 garage.
Yeah, if anything, it was just now it's trying to make that presence known to the site. Rapid Lo-Fi are trying to play close quarters positions, making use of the classic right click, maybe the Bucky. But all of that is just waiting for NAOS to walk into that. And NAOS knows better than that. having that experience on Haven. So they're smoking off, you know, garage window, now trying to use their cameras to spot anything out. They don't see anything. They're spending utility to clear out more of the towards A now, which is where they'll push in. They are completely avoiding Jin though.
Oh, there we go. Trying
said
to avoid
correct.
it. Yep, too soon, Quack.
Gotta go.
Stun. Gonna quickly rush onto the side as well. No aftershock is gonna stop Mosher from getting onto the side as well. Flashed, but that cage will buy a bit of time here. Sprays over at Mosher. Jabs and
Whoa!
Mosher!
Gotta go.
What the heck happened there? That was
here.
so quick!
They all just jumped into him.
They all just jumped into his crosshair more like he was flashed, he was stunned, and the man just said, when push comes to shove, just press the M button, M5, and he does that. He's laughing.
Guardian. It's got that bullet penetration as well. Nonetheless, it's a little bit of damage from Jin in with that button.
Go, go.
I think that's the one thing that possibly NAOS didn't anticipate, but other than that, onto the site, everything was stock and standard. Rapid Lo-Fi now with the full buys.
I'm outta
Still
here.
standard defaults all throughout the map.
Shock
Trying to
it.
watch out for A and C, but
Should be Rake.
it should be the B
I'm
site.
out of here.
Mosher's in already. Suka playing a little bit more back. Bit of pressure in. Flashed out, moves out the way. Just gonna aftershock the corner to deny that plant shot with the wall back. Huge onto Jin. Wait, they got it. Ooh, damn!
Spike down. B.
Beautiful sprays all
One
around.
enemy
Elvis and
remaining.
Prodigy as well. This time around. Now it's having a taste of their own medicine. Next seat left alone. Playing with the cage. Right time to push. She isolates, but not enough to get Prodigy. And now Rapid Lo-Fi bring 1 point of their own.
Thought I was going to be able to get more. Dang.
Yeah, me too, actually. I would have yelled.
I feel like, I mean, this is where you get to see some of that Filipino heat.
Yeah.
You know, previously, you're seeing presence towards C, then quick rotations over onto A. This time, because of that setup, they thought that B was clear, and they were right for the time being. But one thing that they didn't expect was Daft being that sharp from C Link, able to shoot them down as they walked into sight. So if Rapid Lo-Fi can keep up some of these positions with their marksmanship,
Go, go, go.
they might be able to turn things around. Jin almost able to find something there.
It's twice about going long. Gonna position himself one more time onto Sewers. Ja on one corner, hoping to see anyone push out. Not happening quite yet. Rapid Lo-Fi this time, a bit more wise. Less eager to push out the way. The Aldron finds nothing.
Yeah, staying tucked away and hidden. Another olive drone just to investigate other parts of the map. Next seat.
Oh, that wallbang was beautiful. Love how they played off that Aldron, off that info, and just quickly react off it.
Not just that. Off of the kill, they're backing off in towards A. It pulled the rotations away for just a second. But
Yeah,
look
I
at
was
how Jin
wondering.
repositions into the off angle.
Watch out.
Corner, a stun, and Jin goes down. Quick to react, Jin, but Elvis does answer back here.
No!
2 already in the bag. Guardian gamers all
Clear the
around.
area.
Inside the smokes.
Last
One here.
player standing.
Here's oh, Ja, what a shot was that? Onto Prodigy. Albus's position. I don't think they know that he's in that corner.
Spike
Quickly make
planted.
his way onto the site itself.
Obata!
Still late. Ja will be the one again to find the final guy.
I thought Elvis was gonna get like 1 kill, so I wanted to be like, Obata!
No.
Nah,
Can
you
you
didn't
do that
get
again?
it.
I'm just kidding.
that's more of Voldemort, not Elvis. Excuse me. I'm getting everything mixed up. But nonetheless, it's NAOS again with a good hit because they're reading how they want to play across the map and setting themselves up into the A side again. You know, playing with the timings of things because Emin had that one little window to push in through from A long,
Standing
taking
ahead.
down a player like that. Jin was down. It really threw Rapid Lo-Fi in for a loop. So next round now, and we're seeing now set up
Gotta
with
go.
ultimates.
Yeah. A lot to play with as well. Have a reposition from Ja if you want to. Have an overdrive. Honestly, I'm really excited for the overdrive. Mosier, when he's going crazy, slows them down.
Yeah, but now I'm respecting Rapid Lo-Fi's positioning a lot because they're still like kind of watching out like maybe Jin's around the corner for Bucky, and they're right about that. So spending the utility to clear out a lot of this, I love that they are, you know, not just kind of going in with assumptions, but now they got to be careful.
In the set already, Mosier.
I'm out of
The
here.
spray, but Suka!
Oh!
2 pickups with that aftershock! What on earth happened there? Jin dwindled to only 14 and went to find Daft. Now Nexy on the site quietly making his way forward. Beautiful spray onto Albus. Neural theft, just to give a bit of an idea where everyone is. Jin dwindles so low. Nice spray to take them down from both ends, and NAOS brings it to a 5. I'm loving the way that NAOS is playing together from 2 different corners with their crossfires.
Yeah, it came so close. Rapid Lo-Fi did a lot of good damage to them, but because now it's stuck together like that, because they were, you know, locking down a lot of these angles together, ensuring that Rapid Lo-Fi would not be able to take them on in like 2v1s and things like that. That's how they managed to turn things around. So Rapid Lo-Fi not wanting to play too passively anymore, calling out the timeout, trying to figure things around how NAOS has been approaching the map so far. A lot of it comes down to the utility that they spend, but otherwise it's also, you know, you want to see players like Jin again. You want to see players like Suka in with that aftershock. You know, he had the reads, but down to the final few frags, you know, not having that firepower kind of hurts them a little bit.
Yeah. Honestly, I really want to see what Rapid Lo-Fi, had in mind with this map pick. I mean, when you are picking this map onto a Filipino team, you're gonna have to come into this game with a game plan here. Because, I mean, for both teams, right? Both teams have, you know, the VODs around. Both teams, clearly, I think they may or may not have scrimmed each other. What do I know? But in this situation, I think the statement still stands. If you are gonna pick Haven against a Filipino team, again, what's your game plan here?
I see it as more as just, you know, that this is what they're more comfortable with, given that Abyss was banned out for them.
I'm out of here.
Oh, here comes the aggressive play. Mosier already
Whoa!
overdrive. Huge onto Albus. Speed is the name of the game this time. They're changing up the pace.
Ah!
Forward, and he just moves them down. Mosier! Daft left all alone here. Could go for a retake, but perhaps the call to save might be even better for him.
Oh!
Mosier,
Almost
gonna
out.
spray on him. Flashed as well. He rushes up forward. Simon up. Smoked as well. Where do you want to go? Next, he finds him in the end. But that speed definitely caught Rapid Lo-Fi off guard.
Off of the timeout? Yeah! I don't think that's what they wanted to have happen at all. But otherwise, that is how NAOS can play around the pacing of the game. What a great call from either Coach Amix or Emin, because Rapid Lo-Fi certainly was not expecting that. They had their own ultimates though. Okay, no guns, but ultimates for the side of Rapid Lo-Fi.
Bit more of a slower push this time for NAOS. They're okay with that. Putting Cyber Cage a little bit closer. Owl Drone in already. They're very aware there's at least 3-4 people pushing up A. Call us to see.
Shadows traveling.
Yeah, a little bit of something. I think the idea was that if they saw players in towards A, then they would send it in with the Rolling Thunder with the overdrive, but not quite there. Great little, you know, adjustment play from NAOS to rotate it back towards C instead. Now they have the smokes, everything set up. Mojo hears the footsteps as well. So they're set up for it.
Blinding.
Smoked off as well. Here he comes with the overdrive. This time is in Jin's hands. Mojo to go down, a Rolling Thunder as well, and Jin happy to take advantage of the situation. Ja, gonna be the next one to fall. Nice little one-way in the corner. Cubby cleared out already. Hunter's Fury just to stop them. Albus to find Navi. And now next he will finally stop him, but Albus will quickly capitalize and play off Prodigy. And what a change in pace for Rapid Lo-Fi as well.
Thrifty.
thrifty win coming out from the Vietnamese team. Being able to turn things around on its head. I'm not really sure what to make of it, to be honest. And then Flashpoint, Mojer wanted to go in to, you know, cut them off, push them further back.
I'm out of here.
Maybe he wasn't quite expecting that many of them to be around C-Link. I'm not sure. But one thing he definitely wasn't expecting was Jin popping off that overdrive as soon as that bit of contact was felt.
There.
And that turned everything around because it's just such a strong ultimate right now.
It really is.
Watch
Oh,
out,
too
I'm
scared. Mojer knows, and he's
Huh?
gonna still try and challenge. And he
Spike
wins
down
it.
A.
He was blind!
Yeah! That area in sewers have been such a high area of contention. Now, Jin, good thing he knows that he's been pushed up here. He has Albus for some backup. And
One
he wins it in
enemy
the end. He
remaining.
gets two, in fact. Mojer barely even gave him the support.
I'm out of
And
here.
that was a call to move away because of that drill theft. They're okay. B-side completely in Ja's hands.
So what does that mean, Tash? Now that Jazz is B.
Tagged.
Stops the rotation. Thought they were gonna be beelining to a B, but it's
Spike
gonna
planted.
be a C hit instead. And Daft,
I mean,
yeah.
Why not go to C? Because, like,
Wow,
you
my
know,
eyes
you're
are
gonna have
down.
to
Bit further
sure-
away.
Yeah, exactly. Daft is gonna have to, like, save or something, you know?
It's 3-5. Better to save, honestly, at this point. One off the neural theft as well.
Yeah, your team can still kind of buy up for the next round, too, so I would prefer to see the save stay tucked in on the A site. Question is, will NAOS kind of start going hunting again? They did that a couple rounds before, when Mojer just, like, sent it into the A site, so
Yeah.
maybe? Alright, nah, they're not doing it.
Just waiting now. Honestly, it's interesting how the pacing for both teams changed. A lot more faster for NAOS as well. And interesting enough, that timeout was actually rapid lo-fis. And they decided to say, you know what, if they slow too much, let's go.
It's just
Let's
good
go
crime
fast.
scene etiquette.
Yeah, this is what's really started to turn rapid lo-fi. That timeout was meant to turn things around for them. But they're not able to do that in this moment. So unless Suka really has a big proactive game plan for his team, it's going to be tough for them to turn things around because NAOS are the ones pushing and pulling all throughout the map. You know, it's like these early hits, the way that they took down an A short with the relay bolt and Savvy 8K's recon bolt. Like, NAOS has so much experience that we're seeing all of these tiny set plays all throughout the map, and RLF aren't really reacting to them quick enough, except for the previous round. So,
Interesting enough. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you. I wanted to say that on A side, it's always been Jin just pushing up. I'm just wondering why. I'm just really hoping to see maybe a change in pace, change in positioning. Mojer quick into garage and out once again. Walking
look at
drone.
that! Walking drone, and it's also a lot more presence than a drone, so the paranoia gets baited out. Now Jin is definitely the only one on the A side. NAOS knows it, and they want to push in.
Thinking about it, but it's enough to already pull the rotations from rapid lo-fi toward A, so
Alright,
smoked off.
Jin's a little bit too far off, so now is, you know, you kind of think about setting themselves up. If Nexi can find a kill, that's definitely the go button in.
I'm out of here.
Fast lane.
30
They
seconds.
move out the way. 30 seconds. They need to
seconds
go
left.
somewhere. They dropped the spike onto Mojer. It's gonna have to be a B head here. Nexi, are you gonna check your left? Oh my god, he was playing with fire, but Elvis to find Ja. Suka to find Mojer. Huge. Hunter's Fury buys some time. Gonna tag one. Not enough for a kill though. Elvis to find Nexi. The sprays are true. And one from the other corner. Beautiful. Gets two, but Albus is the one to play hero this round with 3 to his name. Rapid lo-fi. They bring themselves back in the game.
Good attempt from NAOS, but Rapid Lo-Fi able to hold their ground. They were having a lot of question marks in their head, though, Tash. Not gonna lie. They were like, is it gonna be A? Do we rotate back? Where are these guys going? Because we thought they were pushing to A, but they're not here yet. And that's the biggest tell. It took a little bit of time for NAOS to push into a site. And with that, Rapid Lo-Fi had so much more time to set up their retakes, and they were able to frag out, especially towards B. I think now it's kind of overcooked a little bit. The idea to push into B was good, but the players weren't quite able to, you know, really cement their hold over the site. And it's Edmund, good flank, but a little bit too fast with how he wanted to push in, feeling the pressure of the spike defuse underway. So just a little bit too hectic, I think. But otherwise, a good win for Rapid Lo-Fi, and now they're trying to set up for another retake. Let's see.
Already on the site. Quick beeline onto C. And the members of Rapid Lo-Fi finds himself over in garage. Ja with a huge opening. Morsure as well onto Daft. You can see how they just quickly take up the space. Suka just wallbang to death. The same could be said about Albus. Flawless for this team as well. Just denying all that space. They just need to see.
And that's the name of the game right now, Tash. It's been mind games so far with NAOS, you know, pulling quick ones over Rapid Lo-Fi. Rapid Lo-Fi trying to get the read for them. As soon as Rapid Lo-Fi comes in with a strong retake, NAOS's game plan switches up to, let's stop that retake from even happening. They push into garage for that very reason, and that's the space that they're taking that you mentioned, Tash. Very well played, very well executed from NAOS.
Jin once again taking his place over on A long. Honestly, I'm not seeing a lot of changes in the way Rapid Lo-Fi is playing this defense.
Same positions all across the board, right, huh?
Yeah.
Drone's being called in. Angle's being held as well. 2 rounds left in this first half. And NAOS are just carefully inching. Towards me.
Oh, there
Okay.
we go. Suka. That's a huge pickoff onto Mosier.
No more human drone.
No more human drone, no more entry as well. It's one big one out the way. They still have to worry about 4 others. Lot of noise onto garage. They're gonna just smoke that off. Jin! His patience finally rewarded by finding a stray omen, which is Ja. Next he is here. Straight up
30
here,
seconds
Albus
left.
still waiting for him. Does he know that Jin is close? Recon as well.
What?
Lexi wins it, but Albus quick to trade. Savi, from one end, there is one close by. Oh my god, straight onto a Prodigy's head. And Daft left alone on the side.
One
Look
enemy
at this
remaining.
beautiful play from this tag team's all
10
around.
seconds.
10 seconds left.
Now
He's
we're
gonna
on a
get spiked there.
1v1. They got the spike, yeah.
Spike planted.
Savvy has a recon.
Does, and he played from long as well. It is planted for him. He has no clue where to look here. Gonna play off that tap, if need be. Albus, no clue where to look. Due diligence, checking every single nook, cranny, and corner. Recon broken. Fortunately, whiffs that. Goes for the defuse. Jump peek forward.
Hey.
Oh, he's trying to stick it. He's trying to stick it here. Halved already.
Revealing area.
Recon. He gets him. A nice spray as well. Albus.
Oh!
He had time.
That paid off!
Last
Oh my
round
goodness,
in the
Tash! Oh my god, that 1v2, 1v3. Savvy! He ducked under the Hunter's Fury! Bro! That was Matrix level nonsense.
Juked it.
That was amazing. And the, little like heads up duel straight into C-Link. Amazing adjustments from NAOS. And this is why we're seeing Savvy 8K being picked up off of Oasis.
Revealing area.
Truly. Now it's Jin's turn with the overdrive. You know what? We're having a battle of the overdrives here. Mosier versus Jin. A rolling thunder as well. Pushes the other members of Rapid Lo-Fi off the side itself. Only chip damage all around, but he's wants more. He's not done quite yet. Javi for 2. Same could be said for Prodigy. And Suka to fight Ja's head. Now it leaves Nexi and Eman on their side. So, whether or not they're gonna try, they might walk straight into the trip, run straight onto C. His teammate is close, so.
Nexi has a big job here.
Daft is here, so is Suka.
One enemy.
Oh!
Nexi! damage gone down the drain. They play out the site. They know where Prodigy is. With only 42 HP to play with.
Cover going out. Cover going
Smoke
out.
set up. 2, in fact.
Clearing out.
Have the aftershock as well. He plays close to smokes. Goes for tap one more time. Takes the side. 1 can't go for 2. Emman quick to react off that. And now they get another round.
Switching sides.
Still incredible.
Call it a curse. Call it a comeback. This is still Rapid Lo-Fi's map pick.
What the?
Damage? What happened there?
It's the ghost. They're just spamming the spot, and they actually tagged onto Elvis. What the?
Quite a lot of damage too.
I did not expect that, but that's experience, you know, I guess. Playing this so much in Challengers Philippines. I was hoping that Rapid Lo-Fi would bring some of their experience from Challengers Vietnam also, but we're not really seeing that yet. It's 9-3 at the end of the first half. They're setting up for the push into A site, but you can see Emin has the fault line at the ready as well.
Let's see whose timing is better. But for Rapid Lo-Fi, it's very straightforward how they want to take this. 3 on A, 2 toward... But they are very explosive. But they answer back with their own utility. Eman opened up to only 3, but he's done his job. But for now, they swing forward. The sprays are good, but Dapt wins it. Mosier to fall. Davi, sharp. Goes for 2.
One
His teammates
enemy
are there to
remaining.
provide cover. Beautiful plays here, but Elvis might be hard to go against 3. Pistol to NAOS, and they hit double digits.
Yo, couldn't even walk out of the choke point. That is painful for Rapid Lo-Fi. I would need to see a timeout very, very soon from them. This is very dangerous territory
Getting
for them.
critical. They needed the pistol so bad.
And look at what NAOS is buying up as well. Okay, a little bit of light shields. Each and every one of them got some pistol kills in that little moment. Xavier came in with the Outlaw too, though. And that's going to be a very strong thing to use, a strong tool to use towards this A-long position.
Standing ahead.
Recon on long, smokes already just to deny them that space, and Xavi, okay, that's fine. Reposition toward Sewers instead.
I like it. Ja coming in to smoke off A-long as well, so has to watch Xavier case back. Oh, he's going to be able to find Jin.
Oh, spots him. Quickly breaks him. He knows there's a shotgun in hand as well.
The Outlaw has been hurt too, though, for Rapid Lo-Fi, and that's why I think they are completely backing off. We don't want to challenge this. We don't have shields whatsoever, so... Alright, back into C. Trip is here. Nexi is at the ready towards back of site. No rotations yet.
Cage triggered.
Just creating a little bit of presence by breaking the trip. Oh no, Nexi.
He's gonna investigate. Do a small peek into the garage. Spots
Ooh!
one. Clean! Off Prodigy's head, and immediately Rapid Lo-Fi just
30
runs
seconds
toward the
left.
site itself. You have the trips, you have the cyber cages. Playing close
Watching this
toward
spot.
CT. Okay. I see what they're doing, but now it's probably very privy as well. You hear the pressure. Waiting for the right time. Here comes the aftershock just to move them out the way. It takes a bit of damage, and they move forward here. Motor goes for 1, and Javi, he's here as well on the dap. 1 more forward, and the spays are true. Now us gonna get the anti-eco.
Ridiculous! And they only dropped Mojer. So that's like, what, I think it was 1 Bulldog gone, maybe. Not too bad. You can keep the Outlaw and everything. The teamwork on NAOS is really beautiful. Rapid Lo-Fi at the very least, showing that they have some strats to kind of rotate back and forth, get the spike down at the very least. Gives them a little bit more money for the next round, but they need to keep bringing that up. I mean, you see how just Mojer knows his job. I'm just going to slide in, spam away at the Guardian. I don't care if I get a headshot or not. As long as my teammates follow in off of that and they get the kills, that's what matters. That's how NAOS gets the win.
Yeah, they broke the trip as well.
I am
I really like how NAOS had anticipated the aggressive hold. We're very much ready for it. Now it's Mojer's turn on that A. Playing closely with Xavi AK. He's going for more. He's pushing up. And all eyes goes on C. Nexi will try to challenge inside the cyber cage. Sprays all around. Jin with that judge take him down. So should be in a very good position to go for this plant. Leaving Daft onto CT.
Mo's just trying to play around that as well, just checking in case.
Does he know he's there? I'm not sure. I think he might have an idea.
It's a play that Nexi had before, so I would not be surprised if he's checking in case someone is here. At the very least, he might be able to wrangle a gun away as well if there is that lurk. But otherwise, he's pushing up now.
The Aldrode, beautifully done, but Prodigy quick to answer. Now for Edmund. Going in for the aftershock, clearing those corners, but you can really give it to Rapid Lo-Fi. Of every utility, they answer. But here's Eman, the sharpshooter. Time dwindling down. Albus to find Eman. One more play to worry about, and Albus with 3 in the bag. They're gonna try and bring their way back into the game once again.
Yeah, or at the very least, taking some guns away from Rapid Lo-Fi.
That's also very huge.
I don't think they did enough though. So Rapid Lo-Fi able to buy back up pretty much effectively. I think Prodigy can buy it for Suka as well.
Yeah.
Or you know.
Again.
Daft, just something small. Yeah, there it is. That's it. I mean, they're starting to get a feel for how NAOS sets up, and that was Nexi alone on C site. That's the something unexpected that they managed to throw into his house. But now, you've got more adjustments from NAOS. Ja's here to back him up. B's the one that's left open, and Mojer pushed up A.
Quite some utility used as well from their team. Bit of pressure coming in from window, but Daft sneakily makes his way in. Might be able to catch Ja off guard. Oh, unfortunately, gonna be moving away. Takes quite a lot of damage from Nexi. That's a nasty wall bang, honestly.
Yeah, he's so good at controlling this garage position. Now he's got Ja here to help out as well.
Cam taken out, just like that.
Yeah, just a bit of presence from NAOS to let them know we are here. Do not come in towards garage. The one that they want to challenge. A.
Oh, the spray from Mojer is so good for two. His teammate set him up with the perfect distraction, and Zombie is there for that support. Prodigy goes down, and both of these players get out unscathed.
30 seconds
Damage
left.
taken by Daft as well from Nexi. Force back. Cyber cage just to keep him a little bit more safe. Now the other two members of Rapid Lo-Fi trying to find their way into any site. With only, what, 15 seconds to go, they need to make a decision and quick.
I mean, they might be able to get the spike planted. I think NAOS is leaving that open intentionally because they have numbers advantage, Tash! This round was over as soon as it started. NAOS has this in the bag. And they're looking to close this out. It's going to be match point.
Jin. Aggressive stance here. Good for one. Moves out the way. The paranoia is coming. He has to run back. He tries to challenge. You have the utilities coming through. Fast lane as well. Mojer found out in the end. And Jin trying his best to keep his team alive.
Whoa.
But no! Cigar! 3, but Eman is the one to keep it alive. And NAOS, they're gonna hit match point.
Insane performances from Jin. You can tell that he has the sharp aim, but still with the numbers out from NAOS, they were able to dominate. Positioning incredibly strong. The adjustments from them in between every single round. Ja and Nexi were just there to truly funnel them in towards Mojer, who was in that off position, off angle position that Rapid Lo-Fi just did not expect whatsoever. And that's a whole like master plan because Ja already had the dark cover, the smokes outside of A lobby to block off any vision, any information from Rapid Lo-Fi. Make no mistake, in this entire map, Rapid Lo-Fi are playing into NAOS' hands in every turn of the way. This timeout is absolutely necessary, but I don't know how much fruit it will actually yield, Tash.
Really, and honestly, I'm quite surprised that the timeout was this late. With, you know, when you're 4-12, there's not a lot of room for error. You have to play every round perfectly. Yes, you've seen insane comebacks before, but again, it's a risk, it's a gamble.
Yeah, I just don't know how much they're going to be able to bring things back around. At the very least, you know, just take some time to think about it. Maybe give us the best performances they could possibly give out. But otherwise, this looks to be a very strong NAOS finish. You've got a couple ultimates on the side of Rapid Lo-Fi. Missing guns, so Jin in with the Bucky. He's got the overdrive, so that's not too bad, but Mocher's got an overdrive of his own as well. Savvy 8K close to his ultimate too.
Standing ahead.
There we go, the overdrive is already activated, and Mosher is okay to just really just try to fight forward. He knows that Prodigy is close. Gonna be happy to find Daft. Daft seems to be online right now, straight to the hit. Hunter's Fury activated, gets caught out here, and unfortunately,
No!
Jin by accident. But Suka does find Zavi, so that's not too bad. They get the site.
Okay.
Ooh, Suka, huge shot to the head onto Nexi. Here comes Ja. Huge flank if the timing is correct. Smoked off one corner, trying to get Eman on the site. Ja to find Albus already. Timing, almost there.
Last player
Gonna
standing.
quickly concuss Eman left alone, and Rapid Lo-Fi, at the very least, convert that timeout. Perhaps this could be the start of a comeback. We have to see.
Possibly.
Feeling generous. No
I
need
mean,
to buy.
it's a good look. It's a good look, and we want to see more of it. Suka, you know, they're able to cycle some ultimates now because Suka has the Rolling Thunder. I'm just like, you know, Jin's going in, and he's like into the A site, and then Albus is like, dude, I got a laser. Oh, I hit you by accident, but it's okay. We got the
I
site.
was quite surprised that happened. It was so chaotic, and I'm sure even Rapid Lo-Fi
Right there.
was quite surprised at how it ended.
Yeah.
Forever.
Oh, and they're trying to do a human drone thing in towards A, but look at C long.
Aggressive this time from now
Trying
on.
to break trips.
They did. Wait, no, they didn't. It's still up.
Yeah. I mean, it's just pistols for them, so, you know, not too bad. Can't really find quite too much. Rapid Lo-Fi respecting it as well, so they're spending the drone to come back in to investigate. Where could these classics have gone? We just heard them a second ago.
I think these sort of low buy rounds are the most, I think, more unpredictable. We have no clue if they're gonna play a little bit more aggressive. You don't know if they're gonna be playing together.
Go, go, go!
And this time around, Mosher, not too sure what exactly caused this rotation.
Yeah. I mean, again, it's the pistols, so they didn't hear all too much towards C. Where else could where else could Rapid Lo-Fi have gone? We want to reinforce these trips.
30
so-
seconds
Oh,
left.
double trips. Oh, that's disgusting. Nexi quick to play off that with his ghost. Ja goes down. But here comes Zavi.
Oh!
Thrown upwards in the air, and Suka takes advantage of that. But Zavi, he has a Hunter's Fury. Finds Elvis. Jin to answer. So back and forth here, despite having no fly from NAOS.
I'm out of
And
here!
it's still only one to worry about. And Rapid Lo-Fi, the comeback is slowly mounting. NAOS, they need to find a way. They need to wrap up this game in quick.
All right, it's just 2 rounds, Tash. We're still, it's still early. We don't know.
I've seen
Rapid
too many
Lo-Fi.
comebacks happen, and it's scaring me.
It's possible. It's possible. But for now, dude, Mojer pole vaulting over Rapid Lo-Fi because of Suka's Rolling Thunder. Damn. This is just insane with the neons on both sides,
Go, go,
but
go.
then at the very end of the day, it still is Rapid Lo-Fi being able to make the right adjustments into these rounds. Trying to play off of their advantages now that they have to go by. Now, though, you gotta watch out for them. Nexi in with the
Coming
There
through!
we go.
theft, but that's the Rolling Thunder gone.
And that's the Jin that we wanted to see. We wanted to see more aggressive. Jin wanted to see the Jin that was as sharp in that first game. It's time to see that right now. Both teams just wall banging off each other. But now here's Ja. Position himself so far behind. Good for to find Daft as well. That's massive. They had been marking you for so long. Mosher quickly just clears out Prodigy, and here it comes to Neural Theft. Positions all around compromised as Ja. Sharp as ever. Jin gonna try and push toward him. He
enemy
slides.
remaining.
His team still falls as Ja gonna be ending this game with the 4K, and NAOS going to be ending their series tonight with a 2-0.
Stronger finish on this